So hey, how's it going? Recent developments have been very weird, very suspicious. It's almost like Twitch knew about the problem, did nothing about it, and then when people actually started pushing back, put out a statement saying, "Oh, by the way, we enforce our safety, we love our security, we're making sure it's the best, most secure TwitchCon we ever had." And it's absurd that there's no actual precautions. As a matter of fact, there are so many clips of people just bypassing security, just walking on through.
Did what?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Oh, okay. See, Danny's really good at just being ultra confident about everything, and
We just walked past.
yeah.
And it's clips like these that are really just putting into picture like, wow, they really don't care about the security. They just give false promises. It's just cosmetics. It's just to give off the impression of, yeah, we have everything that you need. But, you know, you getting assaulted and our Twitch staff is over here laughing and smoking and joking and jerking themselves off in the corner. Don't worry about them. They're helping you out. And it's downright pathetic. And at this point, Twitch is gonna fail as a platform. The CEO is already a piece of shit. Like, take a look at this interview.
Obviously, we saw one Twitch streamer yesterday, Emaru, get assaulted by a male fan, and a lot of streamers have, especially female streamers, have talked about, the danger that they feel from these sort of toxic, I guess, parasocial kind of creeps. What are you guys doing to prioritize safety? Because I know also a bunch of Twitch content creators said that they were too scared to even come to TwitchCon this year, just in case something like what happened yesterday would happen.
The safety of our creators is the top priority. The challenge we face is a challenge in today's society. It's not limited to Twitch. It extends throughout our society. I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can make it so that those people that you don't want engaging with you and participating with you aren't there. Okay, it's very different. When I use other short form content and people say all sorts of stuff, well, I can't stop that. But when I live stream, they basically don't bother me. Now, what happened yesterday obviously was something that we care deeply about, securing this environment. We're looking very closely at everything that happened there, and I care deeply about Emmy. She's a friend of mine, and so I want to see how we can support her. This is just something we have to keep working on. I think everyone identifies our tools in terms of trust and safety as the leaders in the industry about helping creators, but that means there's always more work to be done because that's the world we live in now.
Demi had posted earlier today that I guess this fan was allowed to cross multiple barriers at TwitchCon. Why should streamers trust Twitch to keep them safe at TwitchCon? Because I feel like simultaneously this has been such a secure event to the point that even like journalists have had struggled. It is very secure, but here's this man that just walks up and is somehow able to bypass all these things. So why should they trust the platform when slip-ups or, issues like this have happened?
Well, I mean, as you know, I think you toured some of what we do in terms of security. The reality is, even as you do a lot in terms of security in today's world, there are challenges that can present themselves, especially when someone is putting themselves out there, right? And so, we try to work very closely with each creator about what they want to do and what works for them, right? So I don't want to get into any, specifics or details, but part of that is working with creators and, trying to find them. Right now, we're definitely, ramping it up to make sure creators know that we have the resources there to help them figure out what's.
And he's just blatantly lying. Like, it's so hard to even just, I don't know, man. I'm getting mad at just like hearing this interview because Taylor Lorenz is a hypocrite as well. She's a Hassan Glazer. She just loves that man so much. Saying that she went and did an interview with the lady that was over at Hassan's house when she first initially told him, "Hey, the collar's too tight," yada yada yada. But she's just defending him as well. So hey, these two dumbasses can go live with each other and just, keep blazing Hassan and his stupid assery. Going into the interview, just hearing it, I broke it down a little bit, but just hearing him say, "Oh, you should be mindful of who you build as a community." Okay, true, that is, the person's responsibility, but it's also your responsibility to have better security. Now you have someone's, community like Hassan Piker, who's known advocate for terrorism, supports that, known political violence, death threats, a dog abuser, anti-Semitic, anti-American. It's just, there's so much of a list. But his community is fine. He only did a few death threats to political, leaders. He supports terrorists. Who doesn't love Hassan Piker? I love Hassan Piker. And the part where he says he's trying to work with his, creators, where he's trying to work with the creators, he's trying to be, supportive. No, you weren't. You literally blackmailed Emaru to do her show. The only reason she was allowed to do her show was to do a meet and greet, which she didn't want to do. She had to literally be threatened by Twitch to say, hey, do this or you're not going to do your show. It also banned her previous bodyguard for stopping a stalker. And the dude got a 30-day ban before her Emery's manager went and said, hey, look, do something about this, or we're going to make this a lot more big of an issue, which, to be fair, it should have been a big issue in the first place. But at the same time, Twitch wasn't going to do jack shit. But here are the clips. Have a great day. Take a look at them. Bye-bye. Not to mention that Twitch staff was also there, but they were at a party.
I've been talking to Twitch people, and I'm really upset because I noticed a lot of negligence around the event, and I'm not happy with the way that they're handling it now. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, I asked them, you know, like, what are they gonna do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days. What? And then she's obviously like, hello? Like, that needs to be indefinite. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, that's like nothing to do with anything. No one gives a fuck if he's banned on Twitch or not. Like, we're talking about the convention here. So they change it to indefinite. Takes an hour for that to happen, by the way. These two people are the head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch. Also, later the same night, I'm not gonna drop names here because I wasn't there, so I didn't see it. But I had multiple people tell me that key Twitch representatives last night were out partying.
And with that, have a great day. I'm working on the Hassan, Piker, and Orbiters video, so have fun.